Good evening, I'm Wes Hohenstein in the CBS 17 Storm Center with a Monday night update on Hurricane Florence, and we will start with the overall headlines. It became a monster Category 4 hurricane today, but it is looking more and more likely that as it approaches our area, it will slow down to a snail's pace, creating a major flooding event for North Carolina. We'll have some wind issues here as well in central North Carolina, but along the coast, 100+ mile-per-hour winds, a Category 4. On our coast, possibly on South Carolina's coast, all coming on Thursday. The changes today, I'm sure you've heard, it increased in intensity quite a bit. Winds are now up to 140 miles per hour. The track did shift a little bit to the north. I'll show you that in a second, but not enough to make any changes to our forecast. For us, we'll continue to see normal weather here in central North Carolina Tuesday and Wednesday. Those days should be spent thinking about what you and your family are going to do, because by Thursday afternoon and evening, rain and wind arrive, and that rain could last through the weekend as the storm settles over North Carolina. Here's a look at the satellite, and before I give you any of the statistics, if you just look at the satellite view, you can see a very round, symmetrical hurricane with a visible eye. Those are all perfect indications of a strong storm, and there's the proof. 140 mile-per-hour winds gusting up to 165. It also sped up a little today, which is significant, but still moving slowly at 13 miles an hour. It'll be interesting to see. The satellite does show a little jog to the north. Is that going to be a trend? And will the new computer models and forecast track reflect that, also nudging it to the north? Also important to note, it is now less than 1,200 miles away from Wilmington, North Carolina. The forecast track on the wide view shows it continuing to hold its Category 4 status, fluctuating some in the coming days, but remaining a major hurricane, including when it's near our coast on Thursday. There's the center line of that track. Remember, we don't focus on one exact point, but I want to put that in here so I can compare it to the previous track, which is now in that white line. And as you can see, there weren't any significant changes. But as we get a little closer, you can see it as a Category 4 hurricane and then slowing down. In this time, it could move anywhere from 3 to 7 miles per hour. That's incredibly slow and could drop a large amount of rain. But remember what the forecast cone is. It's where the center of the storm could be at any given time. So we still have some fluctuations that could happen in that cone, and we'll try to fine-tune that in the coming days. But I mentioned how slow it's going to be. A good rule of thumb to figure out how much rain a tropical system is going to bring your area, 100 divided by the speed of the system. I said 3 to 7 miles per hour. We average that out to about 5 miles per hour. You put that in the equation, that could mean someone is going to get 20 inches of rain. That is why this is going to be a flooding event as well as a wind event. Here's the arrival times of the tropical storm force winds, getting to the coast early Thursday morning, getting to our area Thursday afternoon and evening. So for our area, the timing in central North Carolina, wind and rain arriving Thursday afternoon or evening, lasting through the weekend. The rain will bring some flooding to our area. Could be widespread, and as any time a tropical system makes landfall, we could have isolated tornadoes. The winds will be strong enough to knock down trees, and those trees could fall on power lines, resulting in power outages. And this is going to be a high-impact major event, something we all need to prepare for. Again, Tuesday and Wednesday will bring normal weather to central North Carolina, with the impacts from Florence arriving Thursday, Friday, and lasting into the weekend. We'll continue to bring you updates right here on CBS17.com.